Ontario Police, vehicle 119-1697636. This is stalking. They're going to prison. They're stalking with the people of the state that are engaged in surveillance. This is another stalker from the Ovid Family Community Library that also committed kidnapping with that agency. The entity, you'll recall my evidence of me being at Bethel Congregation and the Ontario Police, 2 vehicles, demons that are stalking me, and the evidence of it is science that's going to serve to put that department in prison. They were stalking me stalking me a couple nights ago, including Gerber at the Ovid Family Community Library, where I'm documenting surveillance now. They are stalking in the middle of the night with the entity that's stalking me by helicopter, and it is also evident in the specific environment where after 1 o'clock in the afternoon, on this same street, the Ontario Police are engaged in terrorism, because that's what it is when the police are stalking you, and they're stalking you in a malicious manner that the average person is not readily able to identify, nor is the federal government poised while it is engaging in that malicious system to provide you justice. That's the formula for defamation, which is also why that demon in vehicle 1119 is going to prison. So are the employees of Ovid Family Community Library. The people of the state are losing their licensure, stalking on the roads and the highways. 9 Mary Thomas David 395. This is psychopathic. They're pacing. 7 Frank Robert Jerry 042, and they're stalking with the Ontario Police Department. That's a demon that's engaging in what is conspicuously stalking me. And every single last one of them that do that are going to prison, that are wearing those police uniforms, engaging in what is stalking me, where they know that I'm sleeping as they keep my vagina under surveillance all day long. And I get the evidence that they hand over to me under the fake sun that is here. It is currently what's the current time right now? The current time is 8:33 a.m., 9, 10, 11, 12, 5 hours from now. The fake sun is still over me on this same street while the Ontario Police are right here stalking in the path, which is evidence that I've captured. And that is relevant evidence that I will go ahead and I have more than that. But this is giving an example. That demon's going to prison. This is P.O.C. This is the entity that does so while they're hostile, while they listen to me capture video. And I laugh about how idiotic the homosexuals of the military are, how incompetent they are. All right, how they have proven for me that the people of the state are terrorists as a matter of evidence to prosecute them. All right, under laws that already exist and laws that shall come into existence, as I laugh at that. Demons that are hostile and psychopathic engage in that very conduct, and they're going to prison for it. This is P.O.C. Remember, the entities doing cartwheels over the City Hall parking lot? They're not. They're on the opposite side of the library now, because this is where the fake sun is, where Southwest Airlines is now flying on the opposite side of the library. That demon in the Ontario Police vehicle is going to prison. The employee, 8 Uncle Apple David 514, employee of the Ovid Family Community Library, they're going to prison. P.O.C. Over Sarah's Regis Group, I just took pictures of the stalkers inside of the parking garage. This same parking garage where the fake sun is over me, like I'm capturing in the middle of the afternoon. They're going to be federally prosecuted. Sarah's Regis is a corporate entity engaging in the P.O.C. That's why the entity is targeting by stalking in a plane and flying over an apartment complex, which is incriminating specific environment. That is literally the evidence that you are gang stalking, while the government is doing so by flying over where you live, where you work, as you travel. This is how this system operates. It is literally guilt by association. You just have to know what it is that you're associating. You have to be able to see what you're looking at. And they are doing it in plain view. This is the pattern of conduct. It's currently 8:35 a.m. Ontario police are going to prison. Stalking on the roads and highways just like the people of the state. When you have police on the side of that vehicle, you're going to prison. This is P.O.C. Michael LORENZ is going to federal prison for a pattern of conduct by that agency. It is 8:35 a.m. The entity has a fake sun over me, by the way. Another video to refer to. While I'm in Fontana, California, the Ontario police are proven as stalkers, sex offenders, terrorists, because the sun is not going to be over me at Spring and Sierra while I'm facing the Fontana Lewis Library in Fontana, California, whereas I've been here, and this is the same building where the fake sun was rising this morning, and it is still over me in the city of Ontario while I'm remaining on the same block. But yet, as I get aboard Omnitrans, that's gang stalking on the roads and the highways, engaging in terrorism, keeping a fake sun through the window of those buses, which is a facilitating venue as I travel even into another city. That's how it's over me at 8:35 a.m. during daylight savings time. That's the prosecution of terrorists who are surrounded by that evidence. Okay, this is the P.O.C. The Ontario Police Department are being disbanded, and those stalkers are going to prison. You're going to federal prison when you are engaging in stalking with the military, which is what Southwest Airlines just provided against the Ontario Police and the people of the state. You're going to federal prison where you wear police uniforms, where you exemplify, demonstrate, represent yourself as having authority, being engaged in law enforcement. That is being a police officer, as though you're engaged in the execution of duties of officers, which is not something that's going to be based on your claiming. It's something that's going to be proven through the substance of the pattern of conduct, what you are actually engaging in, what is the impact of the affect of what it is that you're doing, because the government cannot be trusted. It's a lying stalker The entity is going to be federally prosecuted. This is all evidence putting that demon in vehicle 119 in prison. This is POC.